Hello and welcome everyone back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's COB True Oblivion here. Last episode we got our sword and shield. We're about to go speak to the Deku Tree. So let's see what he wants for us. Not this time, guys. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? So we have an option here, yes or no, but if you say no, he's basically just gonna say, no, surely there's not enough time for games, pretty much, so go ahead and select yes. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use the up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Sure. Words of wisdom, huh? And thus we enter our first dungeon. Or temple, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much dungeon in this case. Inside the Deku Tree. Wow. Okay. And now we get our second item. The Deku Nut. Select it with that. Press C to use it. Try throwing it. It will flash and stun the enemy. I'm gonna die just from walking around. Okay, Link, climb the ladder. Alright. Man! Look at this wall. The vines are growing up and give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Thank you, Navi. No time like the present to learn everything new. Ah! Okay. And here we are going to get a reoccurring item for dungeons. It is the dungeon map. We're going to start to get the subscreens. Use that. Blue chambers are the places you've already been. Move up and down. Pretty self-explanatory, it's just a map. And here we go again. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. This guy, all you gotta do is just shoot his Deku Nut back at him and then you talk to him. Ow, 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 please forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, you hold forward. You will roll on the ground. When you land and you won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though. If the cliff is really, really high, hehe. Well, try it if you are feeling bold, wahaha. And thus the iron bars recede. Free heart. Run across there real quickly, and actually, the chest up here. If I recall right, it's just a recovery heart, so it's not really all that important. Yeah, there we go. But if you're low on life, you can get it right there. Oh man. And now we get a new item. Dramatic music effect. It is the fairy slingshot. Set it with one of the C buttons. Press C to take it out and hold it. As you hold C, you can aim with the left thumbstick and release with C. You unleash a Deku Seed. You want to shoot right away. You first press that and then hold it down just a little longer to get a seed ready. So in this case, we can't get down there, or we can't get across now because it's too high, but there is a ladder up there. So let's go ahead and equip that. You can lock onto it and boom, down goes the ladder. Well, if I can climb up the ladder, there we go. And with that slingshot now, we are able to get to the 3rd floor. What you'll do is you'll lock onto these targets. Oh, well, I missed. Let's try that again. Let's try manual aim this time. Boom. And now, you got Deku Seeds. These are small hard seeds that you can use for bullets for your slingshot. Basically, it's not something you equip, it just automatically goes straight to your slingshot. But it is the ammo for it. Just keep climbing. I will say, in all the newer Legend of Zelda games, you start climbing really slow. You really take advantage of the climbing speed of Link in this game because it's so much faster than the other ones. Right now we're in here. Basically, you're gonna step on this switch. Initially, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna jump over here. Get this, which I do believe is the other item that you find in all the dungeons, which is the compass. That lets you see the location of many hidden things in the dungeon. Also, it lets you know where you're at in the dungeon. Oh, shut up. There we go. Okay. Alright, now before we try to do this again, because I do want to go to that chest over there. You don't want to wait for him to turn around. Which obviously I didn't do. Okay. Now if you keep hearing that rustling sound, it is... Well, let me get over there first. Well, if I can get there. There we go, barely made it. Is this thing? This is a golden Skulltula. After you destroy it, you get a golden Skulltula. You have a token providing that you destroyed it. Basically, there's 100 of those throughout the game. You'll find them in little secret places, and you'll turn them in for rewards later on. I'll show you where that's at whenever it comes up to it. Not going to guarantee that I'm going to get every single one of them, but I will try my best. And there's the first use for the Deku Stick. Although you almost want to put it away immediately so that way it doesn't burn away. If you remember that big spider web across the bottom of the floor, that's what this is for. But obviously you're gonna miss it the first time. Let's go ahead and try that again. Okay, here we are again at the top of the 3rd floor. Now this time, let's try to get it this time. Up! And I missed again! That's ridiculous! Alright, let me meet you back up there. Okay, this time, I'm gonna jump from the one with the heart in front of it. Hopefully I can hit the heart. Okay, there we go. Got the heart and finally managed to hit it. Anyway, initially, like I was trying to say, is you step on the switch real fast. From that distance, it has enough just to break the And now we're back to full life. Okay. There we are, listening to that sound again. Go ahead and get both of these guys. Oh wow, that was way off. This one you have to jump from right there and you'll get it. To the other one. Basically just gonna have to climb for it. And now we have 3. Go ahead and kill him like that. Wow. I'm not doing so good. Let's see here. We're gonna use that same trick we just learned a second ago. Jump across here and burn up this wall. Put away the stick fast before it burns. And we got one of these guys again, Deku Scrub. This one runs a little bit before you catch him. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never meet my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. You think I'm a traitor? Sure. Oh. Activate this switch right there. We come into this room. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there's some interesting things underwater. Well, if that doesn't give you a hint enough, if you just look around for a minute, there is this switch right here. All you do is you get over it, press A, and it activates the switch when you touch it. Alright, now you have a pretty long timer for this one, so if you mess up the first time, you have enough time to do it. Oh. I'm pretty sure you don't have to squat there, but I just do it anyway. Get this guy real fast. More and more seeds. And more information. Stand next to this block and grab a hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing the thumbstick forward towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Thank you, Navi. I will never take it for granted again. And now we come into, this room. Where we have... That hurt. Basically in this room all you gotta do is... Oh, I missed it. Like these. Put away the stick. And that's it for this room. Actually, before I take too many more steps forward, I'm actually going to go ahead and look up. I see these little growths on the ceiling. Oh, well, I missed it. Missed again. Wow, I would not have thought that one would have hit it. What? There we go. Okay. I killed 2 of them, but I'll let you see this last one. legendary kind of monster. This is the only dungeon you'll see these guys in, if I'm recalling correctly. But let's see here. Okay, we got two options. That door right there, though, requires an item we do not have yet. So actually, all I'm gonna do is just walk towards this corridor. Burn this spider web. Go ahead and enter through the little gap right here. And thus we come back into this room. May look a little different since we're in a different angle, but it's the first room you go into after you fall through the spider web in the initial room. Push the block out of the way. And what you're going to do is you're just going to come around here. I always like to make it to where I can see better. Oh. You're going to jump onto this block. And this time, you're actually going to roll across. I really like using that fire mechanic with the Deku stick in this dungeon. And you come into this room. Once you're in this room, as you can see in the top left-hand corner of the map, a little skull that indicates the boss. First, we got these three guys. Well, if you recall earlier, then these guys. Oh, well. The guys that you actually have to beat them in a proper order. It's like the one I said earlier. It's the 23 is number 1. Oh, come on. I'm too close to him now.
How did you know our secret? How irritating. So knowing that I'm going to reveal the secret of the Queen Goma to you.
See, that statement right there makes no sense. If I annoyed you that badly, what makes you think that if you share a secret, it's gonna make you feel better? I mean, that's just me, though. But, okay, I'll listen.
In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike her with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that.
Drops a little heart. Door opens. And those Deku scrubs just kind of go back into the ground. And now it's time for the boss fight. Kind of an eerie room right here. Not much in it, though. Well, now you can hear something. And then you see something on the ceiling. Wait, what is that? Oh. Oh. Gross. And parasitic armored arachnid Goma. Well, actually, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna put that right there. Then I'm gonna throw that. Let's get the initial strike off. Now let's see here. Crawls up the wall. You kind of want to stay close enough just so you don't lose targeting, but she's basically gonna crawl back near the middle. And then she's going to try to start shooting out some of those eggs we saw earlier, but if you shoot her like that, she falls to the ground. If I'm remembering correctly as well, she'll do it one more time, and then I can kill her the next time she hits the ground. Oh, go ahead and pull out the... There we go. Yep. Next blow. And that right there was Queen Goma. Which kind of disintegrates into nothingness. Portal opens up. And we get a heart container. You'll get a heart container after completing each boss, and there's also heart pieces. 4 of them make a heart container and increases your life by 1. And you get those for doing like mini games and different things like that. Well, actually, there's a big cutscene coming up, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the video here. And in the next one, we'll go talk to the Great Deku Tree again, see what he has after we just beat Queen Goma, and get going from there. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.